Good bright morning, people. How are you? I hope you're all well. Today is Sunday. I'm preparing to go to church. My son has come to visit. At least we are going to church with him. Hello and welcome to my channel. How are you? My name is Josephine, for those of you who are new here. And my channel is about my different kind of ordinary life. I welcome you to my channel. I thank you, my returning subscribers, my returning viewers, for always keeping it here, for keeping it strong. I'm glad to announce to you that the glitch that I had in my numbers, in my viewership numbers, having been reduced drastically, is on the turn now. It's now proceeding well. You remember I had been at 6,700 and it dropped to 4,200. For whatever reason, but I understand that sometimes YouTube Studio does this just to check that your viewers are legit, and that just happens. So yes, we are back. The last I checked, we were 5,300 and growing, and I'm proud of that. Now it's showing the true figures of who's watching, and I'm so thankful to see that you're watching from different parts of the world, and I appreciate it. Please leave your comment and let me know what you feel about it. So I'll be praying for you today that you may have favor, God's grace. I think I've just had my son drive to the front, so I'll leave you here and we'll catch up later. Welcome again to the channel. So we're just out of church. I've been with my friends. It's been so good seeing people after a long time. I haven't been to church in a while. We are leaving now. I came with my son. He's there catching up with some friends of his. And then this is the compound of our church. And then that's our church, that one, the blue corrugated iron sheet. It's Mabati. It's a Mabati church. This church has brought us such a long way. And then today the priest was here, reminded us that we are the ones who helped to get him an education to further his studies, and it was on a special invitation from our late Father Karis, and you know that just brought a lot of memories, sweet memories of the priest who passed away, who was our parish priest here, who was a friend, a father, a mentor. In so many ways we were reminded and we were so happy about it. Although it was so sad remembering him, but I'm glad that that mass went well, and now we're heading home and we'll catch up. Good morning, people, and how are you? Welcome to my channel. I hope you're all well. For those of you who are new here, my name is Josephine, and this channel is just my life, which is a different kind of ordinary. I thank you very much, all of you, my returning subscribers and viewers from wherever you're watching in the world. First of all, I have good news. I had put that in the write-up for the previous video. The numbers are back. My viewership numbers are back. As per yesterday night when I checked, I was at 5,500. Remember, they had dropped to 4,200. So the rise has started again, and it's rising very speedily. And I'm sure I'm going to get back to the 6,700 that I was at before the drop came, and I'm even going to surpass, because since then there's still been a lot of you viewing, and that's when I think, in that period is when I think I've posted some of my very most interesting excursions and videos. Yesterday on Sunday, my son came to visit. He came on Saturday night when I had gone for the function, and unfortunately the gate keys he had could not open. Oh, that was so sad. So he just stayed in the car throughout waiting for me, but I arrived early. I left early because I always leave early if I'm going far, so that I don't get home later than around 7, or at least I get home before 8 o'clock, around 8 or 9, when the nearby shop closes, the supermarket, which is like my safety guarantee when I'm opening the gate. So luckily, the transport, there were not many vehicles because I think schools are closed. There wasn't a lot of traffic, and we arrived on time, and I was here, I think, by almost 7. And I get so happy when the children visit. I did an introduction on Sunday morning before we left to church. I didn't see it. I think I just get excited when the children are here, and unless I was continuing on another vlog, I just don't do it. So I thought I took some video when we were leaving church, showing you our church, but I can't see it. So be it. Yes, I'll still take other videos when they're visiting. We are now preparing for the Christmas period. Yes, we haven't even gotten to mid-November, but some of these plans have to start to be thought about in advance. So yes, for us as a family, we are about to enter into the Christmas period, and we are making necessary measures, taking necessary measures to make arrangement for it, be it at work, be it at home, be it in finances, in whichever way. Since I've been away for so long, I've actually been actively out of the house for 3 weeks, because the 1 week I was in Mombasa, then the few days I went for the workshop, and then after that again I went to see my little king, because we will not be seeing one another until the festive season, and I didn't want there to be a very big time lapse between visits by grandma. So I have a lot of stuff pending doing in the house. One of the things is that I need to get rid of some bulky furniture that I have, and that I'm just going to give away. I cannot go through the hassle of selling it, and anyway, somebody needs it. I also need to repair the water pipe so that we have running water again. When I was out of the house, I mean, I was here just a few days before, after the water pipe got punctured. So I had the person who supplies the water close off my supply, but now that I'm back home, I need running water, so I need to work on that. Then it has been raining. Because it's been raining, my compound is very fertile, since this used to be grazing area. So once it rains, the grass like really goes wild. So I need somebody to come and slash. And this time, because the slashing was done very well and the big tufts of grass were physically removed, I mean dug out, it's neat. I mean, it just needs a normal slashing. It won't need like extra digging to remove weeds and all that. Then I need the farm also taken care of, tilled, in readiness for the upcoming next rains, because the maize, I've seen the maize has picked up a bit. I've not even gone to check on the beans. I hope they got up, but the thing is that they stayed on the ground so long before the rains came. I might have to do it again. I need the compound cleared. There's a tree I cut that was almost reaching the electric poles. Yes, sometimes I get busy. I mean, yeah, cutting down a tree. It doesn't have a thick branch. It's about 10 to 11, 10 centimeters. At the most, it would be 12. But I mean, that's the width of it. But yes, I can. I mean, if I have a panga, I know how to chop the tree by cutting at a slanting rate both sides, and then creating a narrow space on the branch, and then pushing it towards the side that making the cuts so that one of the sides is the one that I'm going to push the tree, or gravity is just going to make it fall. So I cut it and then it fell on the front yard. So I need to have that removed, chopped up into wood and kept aside. And then I need to clean the compound. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's also a lot of money. I'm really, really working on monetization of YouTube, because things are getting tough. Things are getting tough, and I find it very unfair having to rely on the children for everything. I like to be self-dependent, and I haven't been doing anything to earn money recently, and I'm just thinking of taking some online jobs, or starting to apply for some jobs as a retired expert. Yes, I definitely need a more regular income. Oh yeah, the income I have right now from part of my work in activism, it's not sustaining me. It's not at all. I like it, and that's why I'm pushing very much for YouTube, because when YouTube is monetized, then that will be a regular income and it will be sufficient to sustain me. But right now, I have to make ends meet, and I'm relying a lot on handouts from the children. Okay, I can't call it handouts, but the assistance I get from the children. And that is not also enough. And there's no way I'm going to tell them that it's not enough. I'm just having to make do with less and cut corners, but it's hurting me in the long run, hurting the development of the house in the long run, hurting a lot of responsibilities I have in my personal life in the long run, but I cannot again burden them with that. So please help me, assist me, please subscribe. just subscribe, like and subscribe. That will push me, that will help me more than anything else to monetize, at least for my TikTok account. Thank you very much for all of you who've been following me on my TikTok account. That one has reached monetization level, and I'm hoping to have something happening one of these days. I haven't checked into the details yet, but I know I've made the numbers, and I know the system is automatic, and one of these days I'll be receiving that. I'll be getting notification about how to go about that. So I'm very thankful again for that. And of course, a very big shout out, 78 subscribers. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much for all of you who have bothered to press that button of subscribe. It makes a difference, a very big difference. I appreciate it because it's a personal choice you made that you're going to be my follower. And I appreciate it very much. So I need to get out. I have breakfast because when my son came, we had... I made some stuff and I wasn't able to finish, and also because I'm cutting weight. And of course, then I didn't have dinner because it was a late brunch. And then later on, I think I just took a sandwich and went to bed. So I'll have a full breakfast, and I anticipate I might need to do a bit of walking because there's a bit of furniture that I need painted, and there's some furniture that I need. I have a very big shelf I bought from the American Embassy in the United States. They normally have sales, and when you go for the sales, it's like an auction. Is it called an auction? Well, they put lot numbers on each of the furniture, and then you go and state the price that you want. And I bought a lot of stuff from them when I was in the States. At one point, when I came to Kenya, that didn't survive that travel, but one shelf remained, and I love that shelf. It's a very good wood, so I need it refigured. By then I used to use it as a bookshelf, just placing odds and ends decorations on it. But now we don't have that much kind of space, and then we are doing our home according to our style, and we are going to have inbuilt shelves. So that shelf doesn't have a lot of space. So I want to make it into a small shelf, and then the rest of it, I want to turn it into a chest of drawers. Chest of drawers will always be useful, no matter how many wardrobes I have in the house, for their beauty, for their aesthetics, and for their relevance. Oh, that one. And now that I have a grandson, a chest of drawers is going to be important in this house forever. Yeah, with upcoming grandchildren and also the people in the house, the stuff that needs keeping in the chest of drawers, and there's something that your chest of drawers will do that will just not be done by the wardrobe. Yeah, the stuff that is big and foldable that needs drawers. Yeah, so that's my day. It's going to be busy, and that's why I'm starting it off early. So I have to go and take my ARVs for my HIV. That is very important, my pill a day. And then take breakfast and come out. And of course, as I'm going to look for workmen to do this, I'm going to be meeting people, women. We chat. Our greeting is not hello, how are you? No. We are not European, and we are not American, or that you just wave your head. No, you say hello, how are you? How have you been? How is baby? How is your neighbor? Did so and so already babies get better? Did their mother get better? I heard she was sick. Oh, what about you? How is the grandson doing? The other day I saw your son. We have a lengthy conversation, and that is a greeting. In fact, that is a passing greeting. Yes, that's the way it happens in Africa. A passing greeting is a 10-minute to half an hour conversation among women, and even sometimes among men. And so that's how we keep our culture of Ubuntu alive, caring for other people, caring beyond greeting. A greeting will be when there's a very, very big rush, or when it is not somebody you know. But if it is somebody you're acquainted with, somebody you know, somebody you're familiar with, then that's how you make friends. Yes. So welcome to my day today. Thank you. Remember to hit the subscribe button and the like button. And if possible, please leave a comment. Tuende kazi. So this is the part that is spoiled, which is going to get repaired. So we're going to put another kikingi here, and then it will hold this one with a bar across. That will have to hold for now. So he has repaired, he has put another piece of ile kikingi in the middle, then these ones which are across to hold this other one in place, and then also these ones to prevent people hiding behind here or doing any funny stuff. Then I've told him to shave here so that the light from the Mulkamwizi can be reflected onto here. I'm also going to get someone to, but the other ones are just important for making sure that people are not seeing into the door of the house. So we'll leave those there. Yeah, it's a busy day today, so I've repaired the fence, a section of the fence which I found a bit open. I don't know whether the thieves passed there. That's where the mast was, where the antenna was, which was stolen. I've repaired where the dog usually passes. I've repaired the water. And now I'm going to the tank again. The tank also had a hole. Yeah, it's all about repair work today. And then I've had that sorted. Someone is coming to do it. After I'm leaving for a while, then I come back. I made a police report. I've gotten the OB for it. And then a thing I realized is that it's so good the state of mind I am in now. Because let me tell you, if it was at a prior time when this theft had happened, I'd be flipping out. I'd be literally flipping out with anger. But right now, it's happened. And I'm just glad that it was only the antenna they got and that they didn't rob me of something else. And their silly backsides, I hope they get caught, and I hope they get karma meets up with them in whatever bad manner it can. Yeah, because they deserve every worst form of punishment, because they are creating a loss not only to us, time delay, lack of slowdown of development. Because for me, I rely on the internet so much, and it's not only me. When I went to make the report at the police station, I found other people have also been robbed, and also the technicians who came. They said that apparently most of us who use the same signal station of Kamulu have been robbed. Several of us have been robbed, and they're still going around houses to check on, because since they had the robbery, a lot of people complained they can't get network, so they don't know how many more they'll find. I wish every bad karma upon those people who are involved in any way with robbing the internet supply company, and even us, the people who are getting the consumers for whatever the hardware, whatever it is. I wish all the bad karma upon them. I have no mercy for thieves, absolutely none. So now I need to go out. Like I said, we are preparing for Christmas early. I'm not going to get caught pants down again this time. Oh, I also did the pruning of this tree. Remember, there used to be this big shade, and then it was reaching the toilet. And I said I'm afraid of that because of rats reaching there, or snakes. So I've had that cut. And then there was another big tree in the compound right at the end, but it was touching the electric. It had just a bit had started touching the electric poles, but I've also had that cut off. Before I left, I had cut a bit of it, one big branch. Then I called somebody in the morning, and they cut off now the rest of it. So that is also clean. It's also giving the compound a lot of cleanliness. And the compound has been slashed. That's done. This side has also been slashed. And the section that is right next to the house at the back, it was done that fast, because also mosquitoes fly out. A lot of mosquitoes that have been inhabiting the grass, and insects, they get out because now the ground is bare and the heat is coming up a lot. So the fellow will come back tomorrow and then do the rest of the compound up to the whole of the driveway. The trees are not doing very well, but I am so busy and they are not drying. So that's just important. I'll let them go on as they are. I know I plan to add more, but first I must fix the major things around the house, the major beautification in preparation for Christmas and in preparation for development. Yeah. So one thing at a go, but I'm glad about how everything is going on. So now I need to go to the shopping center. Our shopping center, have I taken you there? I only showed you when I was there. You see the distance I walk to my stage. This is a bit further. So I've taken you on a walk. On the walk that I took you when I was walking past the church, past the police station, yes, I have to take that route and then go further ahead to get to our local shopping center. Not now Quickmart, which is the main shopping center for a larger region. We have a smaller, big shopping center. That's what I would call it. It's called Stage 26, and there's a big supermarket called Automat, and there are hardwares there. There are entertainment sports. It's our small big go-to place here. So I need to go there to get some stuff, and then I'll come back later. So today I'm up on the exercise bit. What have I had for breakfast? Oh, I haven't had anything hot today morning. Yeah, I've just taken some yogurt, some water. I haven't mixed my water, so I had very little in a glass. Yeah, I need to come and mix my water. I have rainwater that is stored. I need to come and mix that, put some water cleanser in it, water guard, and then put it in the water bottle. I told you that I do things very kienyeji, very locally. I just use that rainwater that I've harvested as my drinking water. I'm not going to buy a bottle of water. I like the taste of the rainwater. I prefer it. My drum will get repaired. Once it gets repaired, you see what I've done with the waters? I've just put them in containers. This water is very, very crucial to me for washing clothes, for washing the house, for watering the plants. The plants have also been too busy for them, but they are going on well. They're doing well. And so I need this drum full of water all the time. So I'll see you later. The sun is hot. Yeah, I haven't felt this hot Ruai sun for quite a while. The bananas are doing well. There's one banana that had fallen outside. I'll need to cut off the stump, but it has already started regrowing. So let me go. I've already picked up a sweat this morning, and I'm glad that the water is back. It has been repaired, so I'll have a shower when I come back. So yeah, let's walk. So good morning, people. Today is the second day of the compound cleaning, and the fellow who's doing the cutting has just come in. I've just opened for him to come in. It's a downcast day. It's cloudy, not totally cloudy, but it's not cold, at least. Yeah, so today is when we are doing the finishing of the outer big compound. I got a way to manage the hair a bit, by the way. So the thing is that when I put on my bonnet, before I put on my bonnet at night, I comb the hair and then I put it in the bonnet, and I just leave it in place, and by morning it's set the way it is. Yeah, that's just it. And then for this front lock, what I do is that I sleep with it a bit in front. I don't sleep on my front, on my front, yeah. But it still ends up now at least getting set. Skip, go away. Go Skip. That's Skip wanting some attention from me because I'm seated on a stool. I'm low down, so he's seeing that I'm close enough to come and play with. Yeah, then I noticed I need new bed sheets. Then yesterday when I had gone out, I saw a young man who was selling bed sheets. I had money, but it was not money for bed sheets. So for the first time, I really practiced some restraint on myself, not to spend stuff on things that were not a priority. Right now, working on the compound is. But I made a note of that. I need new beddings in total. I need new bed sheets and new bed covers. What I have is a bit old, and the ones I bought before were not in pairs. They are very good, yes, but they're not in pairs. And yes, I'm in this session of the sun. Since I'm in this period of self-love, I decided I just took the young man's number, and immediately I get money, I'm going to get 2 pairs of bed sheets. Yeah, I liked the quality that he had, cotton and very, very nice, and the sizes are very good. And then I saw a place that was selling duvets. Duvets were second-hand. The bed sheets were 1,000. This man just walks around, and I'm sure he'll even be able to give, but I won't push him further because some of these refugees who are doing a lot of business, hawking business in the street. I also wouldn't want to push him so hard because that's the only income he has, and he's earning an honest living. The bed covers I saw secondhand were also 1,000 shillings. Yeah, so I'll be going to get one, And then I have enough pillows, so I'll just need pillowcases. But yeah, the bed sheets have pillowcases. Yeah, that settles that. And the pillowcases I bought last time are so beautiful. I'll always use them even on other bed sheets, and I think I'll get more. At that price, I'll definitely get more. Then yeah, I still have the 2 chairs I need to give away. Yeah, I need to give away, and then I need to start cleaning the carpet. Now I think because the grass has been cut, I'm going to be able to bring it out and wash it here. It's going to be a lot of work, but I normally put it on top of the drum and then scrub it. And then I need to get all that debris taken out. And the only way to have it taken out is to use it. So when you hear me saying that I need money, I need money, I need money like yesterday. I need my home looking good, and it costs money. I mean, I'm not going to get services for free. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be busy doing. For today, I'm washing the clothes. I want to utilize this water because it looks like it might rain again, so I might as well just finish it. So I'm going to, what I do is that it might look dirty to you, but you see now it's clearer than the way it was yesterday, because it has settled some more. Yeah, so and then it has many little eggs, worms. Why am I calling them eggs? It has many little worms. I mean, that's just the whatever worms that are in dirty water. So what I'll do is I'll sieve all of it. In Kikamba we call it kokela, to sieve off the clean water on top, so that the dirty water at the bottom with the sift or the soil, that I can pour into the garden. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Then I'll let it settle again, do it 2 rounds, and then it will end up being very clean. And then I'll use it for washing dishes. And no, the clothes I have are many, so I'll just use it for washing clothes. Yeah, and then house cleaning. We also decided to do painting of the house. I have some paint, but I need to get a base coat. I had called in some people to come and see if I could do skimming, but they told me that my wall finishing is not possible for skimming. They'd have to like make it rough again, which would be a lot of work and also a lot of money. So I don't have the money for that. So what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to paint the base coat. But I always call in several people to give quotations on something, because I want to test the expertise of people and also to see exactly who's a professional. The first person I called just straight up told me, yeah, we'll do skimming, we'll use 2 cans of paint, Then I called in the second person, and the second person came immediately, felt my wall and told me, no, Josephine, you cannot skim on this wall because it is already smooth. You remember I told you we have one wall which is just left it a bit rough. What do you call it? It's a textured wall, and it's like not fully finished. We finished it in a way that is not fully finished, just so we could have some difference and some texture and do something artistic on it. So he told me that is the only wall that can be skimmed. Yeah, and he told me the best thing is skim it 2 layers for smoothness and then paint. But he told me once the skimming is done, you can even just leave it like that. So I think what I'm going to do is that I'm going to skim that one wall, and it's a wall that is going to come out later, but it's coming to Christmas and I'm in self-love mode and I want everything looking good. So I'm going to skim only one wall, and then the rest of the walls I'm going to have 2 coats of basic paint, of base paint. Yeah, base paint. And then the base paint is 800 shillings in the shop. I was told there's a more expensive one. Me, I'm for getting what I can afford. Yeah, so if there's a more expensive one, if I'm going to put 2 layers, I figure out it's going to be just as good. Yeah, that's going to act like skimming for me. Yeah, for those of us who can't afford everything, we just have to use ways to, it's not cutting shortcuts, it's just use your intelligence to do what you can best. So that's what I'm going to do. So I need to buy 2 cans of paint, of base paint. I already have the overpaint. I think I bought I have mustard is for the windows, for the inner windows, and that's oil paint. And then I had bought I can't remember the colors, but I had bought one cream, and another color. Yeah, or was it painting another color? But I'll check the paints I have. And yeah, I'm sorted. I don't want the house having any room having one color. I want color breaks so that the eye is comfortable looking around, and also because of our art display and pictures and all that. Yeah, so we need that. Then we are going to put screws for the photos. We are debating between putting screws and putting wooden beam right across the room, but we'll figure out that when the time comes. Yeah, so yesterday I didn't have supper because when I went for the walk I had only had breakfast. Yeah, I remember I told you I had breakfast. I had bread and yogurt. So when I went out I walked quite a bit because I had to go to four different hardware stores to find out the different rates of. I also need to change my vents. My vents were done like a joke. I think I've posted this on a previous video. Yeah, they must go out. That one is not optional. They must go out. And the people who did that job, I can never ask them to come and do another job again inside my house. In the compound, anywhere else, fine. That's how I go judging people. When you work for me and I see the work you did, and I must be very honest that at that point what the biggest blunder I did, which I've come to now correct, was that I simply selected those people. No, let me not say that. Yeah, so yes, that's what I'm planning to do. And thankfully my antenna is going to be replaced, and I've asked for it. I've been given an option of whether it should be in a cage, and I've said yes, I'd like to have it caged. And at the same time I'm going to install some I'm going to look for an alert system, not just CCTV, but I'm going to look for an alert system to put facing to put around the cage that is going to hold the antenna. At the same time, there are some wires that are an extension of the lintel that reach up to my neighbor's wall, and it's possible. It's very easy. I mean, I've had it done before. When my roof was being repaired, people climb on that and then climb on the roof, and I guess whoever did this, that's the way they did it. Because once somebody hoists you on their shoulder, you get on the roof, you get onto those wires, you just get on the roof. So it's somebody probably who's worked here before. I have a sense. And it's only 2 people who worked on my roof. And it must be one of them who was involved in this job. Yeah, because the fellows who even came for installation from the internet company did not go on the roof. No, they were just using this end of they just used the ladder and just stood on one end. But the fellows who repair my roof, they've done this before. So they must be the ones. And these other people, I didn't see any place where a ladder might have been kept, which might have whatever had holes. So it's people who checked very well so that I was not there. Because you just need to check on my windows. Because I was away for several days, they saw that there were no lights. And then I have a porous fence. The thing that I really, really need to get sorted very fast is to make sure that the porous fence is far from my window view. So I'm going to put up a fence where you cannot determine whether my lights are on and off from the roadside. Yeah, that is what is going to settle. Apart from washing clothes today, I'm also going to be getting rid of a lot of stuff that I have around the house so that I can create more space, because the painting is going to take a lot of it's going to need me. I can't afford to take out my things outside right now, the house furniture, because of the weather. It might rain, it might not rain, so I need to put all the stuff in the middle, and then in the bedroom pile the stuff on the bed, and in the sitting room put the chairs together in the middle and pile the stuff on top. But I have a lot of stuff in the house. That's why I'm getting rid of the 2 armchairs that are very bulky, and then that's why I'm going to need to get rid of a lot of stuff, so that when I put the bed, I just put one shelf and the chest of drawers next to it, and everything on top and under, and then it can fit. Then we've decided to buy plastic paper, huge sheets of plastic paper to cover on top so that the paint doesn't drop on, and also because of on the floor we also need to cover that. But on the floor I'm not very worried, because you see those tiles, that pile of tiles, they're used tiles that I was given by a friend, and I love the color, so I just need to get one box of tiles to add on to that to tile my bedroom. We can't tile the sitting room right now because of the upcoming developments in the next year, maybe at the start or mid of next year. So I need money. I need money, and I need money, and I need money, and I need money. And God has been gracious, but I need like a miracle. So I must work hard on my YouTube channel, on looking for jobs. I'm waiting for the Wi-Fi to be reinstated so that I can get applying. Yeah, I need any sort of jobs that I can do. I'm going to look for writing jobs. I'm going to look for advocacy jobs. I'm going to look for advertising jobs. I'm probably going to get back to selling food supplements. Yeah, just anything. And when you have the determination, karma will bring the money to you. I have that faith, I have that trust, and I'm at a point of self-belief, self-trust, and self-improvement. So definitely it's going to work. Please remember to like and to subscribe. I'm not going to keep on supervising the fellow outside, because this is something that he's done before. He's a young man, and he's in secondary school and about to finish next year, I think, yeah. So I normally give him work because, first of all, he's very diligent in his work. Secondly, because he comes from a vulnerable family, and I know this money helps for him as an individual and to the family. So work with me today and twende kazi. Yeah, my eyes are a bit red. I've been taking a nap. I finished washing. It's such a bright day. It's a bright and sunny day. I started washing at around almost 1 o'clock, but I'm confident with the weather the way it is. And I've done majority of the work that I intended to do. Skip. Okay, he just wants attention. Let me humor him and scrub his stomach a bit while I talk. Yeah, so I'm going to supervise the work that was done for clearing of the larger. We have some ticks that he's looking into. Of the larger compound outside. Go away. Of the larger compound outside. The inside has been done. Like I said, the flowers look like they've just stalled growing, but I think that's just a process of them. The washing has been done. This is a majority of the clothes I wore for what? For my trips, for my past few trips. And then, of course, just the beddings. I didn't have a lot. I thought I had a lot of washing, but I think I was just feeling lazy. Yeah, and because I hand wash, I just took my time. Right now, I'm realizing that as I grow older, I'm doing things so differently. Before, I'd wake up early in the morning, take out a whole pile of washing, wash all the way up to 1 o'clock, and just be satisfied because, you know, I have the clean laundry. But now, of course, I don't do that. I'll just do enough, just a few clothes. I'll take all the time in the world. I make sure I take very long rests in between. I eat very well before I wash. And laundry is no longer a big hassle for me. It's no longer a big hassle because I'm taking it slow. I'm not taking it as a house chore that is so tedious. And I'm not forcing myself. Unless I feel I'm energetic enough to do it, I don't do it. So what's remaining now is the dishes. I've had the dishes piled up. Yeah, I'm that type of person. I've had them piled up for a few days and they're dry. The goodness is they're dry. They're not wet. They don't have anything to bring in flies or whatever. And I'm going to wash them later on. Again, as I've said, more and more as I'm growing older, I only do stuff when I feel I have the energy and according to the to the push I have to do it. But I'll not force myself when I'm feeling very exhausted and when I'm feeling tired. Like today, because you see I've gone and taken a nap, that's for me to rest. I'm going to have a shower later on. I just thought even if I have a shower now, I have the dishes to wash and that will just make me black out and sleep. But again, if I do not feel like doing the dishes now, because they are stacked and dry, I'll wash them tomorrow. That's no problem at all. because they I've removed all the dirt from them. It's just washing and rinsing. The clothes are going to, most of the clothes are going to dry tonight. By night time, they are going to have, you see, I hung this at, what time is it? I hung them at about 3:30, and this is almost dry. The middle part is dry. It's just the edges that are not dry. That's what this sun does. The sun and the wind, because I'm in a windy place, and then I've got lots of hanging space, and I'm utilizing the tree also. Yeah, so I can hear the young man chopping off some trees that are on the construction material. So let me go see him, pay him, check out the compound, and then I'm going to close this video. It was 2 days of making up the compound. I noticed there's a small part of the fence where the iron sheet is leaning. I'm going to ask him to just nail that in. Actually, I should go get the hammer. Yeah, let me go get the hammer, give him the nail so that he hammers it from the outside, and then that will be done. Now I can concentrate on something else. The work in the house now, it's about washing the carpet, cleaning the carpet. But I think rather than wash out the whole carpet, because that's going to require so much water and it's about to rain, I'll just dry clean it. That's using a lot of soap and scrubbing it right where it is. And then I'll wait for the day when it looks like it's going to rain, and then I'll put it outside and then really scrub with a lot of soap and leave it to get rinsed by the rain and then dry out in the aftermath of the rain. So let me get the hammer for this young fellow. Thank you again for keeping on the channel, for the rising numbers. I've been told that the antenna is going to be reinstated. I give thanks for that because I need to be on the internet. Like I said, I need to look for work. I really need to look for contracts right now to earn money. Like, making money is up there, priority on my list. I'm not a rich person. I'm not a wealthy person. I need money for life to move and for life to move faster. Because if I just stay the way I am, life will move, yes, but at a slower pace. But I have too many responsibilities to let life move at its own pace. I must initiate the pace of the movement of it. So let me get the hammer, then we'll go outside with you to see what the young man is doing. Yeah, that's a work. I like that. That's looking much better than it was before. Then the garden is going to be next for tilling, and then somebody has been, every time I come, the sugarcane has been cut off more, but they're doing a good thing, whoever is tilling, because they're pruning it to grow more. I won't complain about that. Let me share with other people. This is what I'm talking about, the trees. Let me not say they're stunted, because they're growing. They're growing, just not at the pace that I was hoping for. Oh yeah, yeah, they've grown. The rose, yeah, they're doing okay. I think I was just expecting too much. The beans on this section, the beans have sprouted well, but on the bigger section, they haven't sprouted. Yeah. See, this is a lot of work that I normally have to do, but I'm glad when the compound looks big. Looks clean. And then the birds come to forage after the grass has been cut. The birds come to forage for insects because there's a lot of insects on the ground. The cassava is doing very well. Oh, I didn't know that birds go on the cassava trees. You've just seen a bird there. Okay, it's flown off. Yeah, the cassava is doing well. And then the banana tree that fell off, I'm going to ask him to chop it totally off, but it's surviving well. I saw that what Indians do, or rather what one Indian I saw did to save his crop, was that when there was monsoon winds coming, he shaved off the leaves off. Yeah, somebody entered through there. Somebody definitely entered through there. That gap wasn't that big. I'm beginning to see other places where people could have entered through. Yeah, definitely. And this is not a root that has been passed once. Oh yeah, look at the spots where the thieves might have entered, and this is definitely one. There's just this wire which can be lowered. So this is something that they were studying even in the, they've been passing here and studying in the morning. More the reason why I'm saying I really hate this. And if somebody stands here at night, of course I cannot see him, I cannot see them, but they can see my kitchen window. And when I refence again, I'm going to make sure all that is not visible. And I'm going to make the security light aim for this side of the compound, because the street light goes into that side of the compound, but not this side. So I'll make that security light aim towards this side, and probably put a CCTV camera just behind that, so that it can view the whole compound, a span of the whole compound. Yeah, and the badness with when you get robbed is that you don't know which of your neighbors might be involved. It's such a horrible, terrifying thing. It could be anybody. I don't put it past anybody at all. As much as I'm saying maybe the people who came to repair my roof, no, you don't put it past anybody. It could be the person who is closest to you. It could be the person who you think is the most trustworthy. It could be anybody. So I'm glad that I'm in a frame of mind where I'm not thinking so much about that. This fence has done very well. This other one, I had almost lost hope on it when it was dry. I didn't know it was going to pick up. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Ah, nice. I had planted small shoots. This one I had, these ones actually, the big ones, I had transplanted them when they were big. When they were actually grown. They've picked up. Oh, God is good. Oh, God is good. I'm grateful. And then the yellow ones. You see what has happened? A few of them are shooting. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. That is so nice, because they take so long to get anything, and then they dry up completely. I think I just haven't understood this plant. You see, like this one, it was this dry. You see, even this one now is when they're starting to get green from the bottom. Maybe I've been uprooting them when there's still hope for them. So I'm going to start giving them some chance. Once it rains and after it rains, I won't be uprooting them. I'll just be leaving them there. But this time I had piled before the rains came, I had piled the soil onto them, and I had put manure. Oh, yeah, that's doing well. So this garden is also going to get cleared for what it's worth. The maize doesn't look very healthy, but I'm not going to let that make me not work on it. I'll work on it, and then we'll see how it goes. So yeah, the work is about to get finished. Let me wait here, and then so that I can pay the young man and show you the work of the whole compound afterwards. Not factored is that they might have put a ladder. No, there's no ladder that was put on the outside at all. I know this place when it was muddy. I can also see the second lintel wire on that side is also leaning downwards. It was not leaning downwards. Both of them are. So it's definitely those ones that were used for somebody hoping. Check the lizard on top. On top. Am I going to catch it? Raising its head slightly. Maybe he'll catch it. It has stopped moving. Let me see if it's going to move again. It's a big lizard. It has a red head and a blue body getting to bright blue. It has stopped moving. Oh shoot. Yeah, I know that wall is definitely the one that was used to climb up. I know how wet this place becomes and how soggy, and there's no way you can put anything to hold you up, to support something like a ladder. I mean, the back of this, it becomes the wettest area when it rains, the back of the house here. So I'm going to close the video here. Thank you very much for supporting me. Thank you for staying on my channel. I appreciate that. I appreciate the continued rise of number in subscribers and viewership from wherever in the world you're viewing. I appreciate you very much. And until the next video, this is goodbye, and have a nice evening, or have a good night, or have a good morning, or have a good afternoon from wherever it is in the world that you're watching. I'm grateful to you for staying on my channel, for choosing to watch my channel, and for choosing to subscribe. Be blessed. Bye. That's the compound. That's a compound done well. Those shrubs are left there to continue drying. This is it, all clean and very, I appreciate so much. Yeah, that compound looks neat now, and then you can see from very far. I'm also going to have these trees trimmed off a bit on the edges, so that you can be able to see further out when I'm in the kitchen. Yeah. Yes, and yeah, I'm glad for the work that has happened. Thanks again for staying on the channel, for staying with us, for choosing to watch, and for choosing to subscribe. Very much appreciated. Welcome to our home. Anytime you're in Ruai, you wish to say hello, here I am. And now some music from the graduation of my sister, when we went to celebrate with her on getting commissioned as a CWA member.